Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this video, I wanted to talk about one of the most disturbing things that happens to guys once they get into a long-term relationship, right? And what happens is this, is that when most guys get into a relationship with a chick, when the girl becomes his girlfriend, what happens is that he becomes a guy who's controlled by his woman. Okay. So this happens a lot when guys end up getting into long-term relationships with their women. Cause see, this is the thing. You're going to have some guys out there who have that alpha male quality that, you know, they're the type of guy who most would consider an alpha male. And then what'll happen is that, let's say he actually gets into a relationship with a woman, right? She basically, you know, interacts with him in a way where he sort of transforms into a beta male. And this happens most of the time with men who get into long-term relationships. So what happens is, because the man wants to please the woman and wants to keep her around, wants to, keep things going with her, he ends up doing things just to please her, and he forgets who he is. And then what happens is that over time, the girl starts to lose attraction for him because the guy that he once was is gone. Now he's a whole different dude, and he's a whole different dude because he got influenced by the girl that he was with, and now he is some other guy. Now, there are some situations where a guy, he already had that beta male energy from the jump, right? And the girl still gets with him or whatever, and she's been controlling him since the beginning of the situation, since they've been, first talking or whatever. But a lot of times what happens is you got a guy who, he does his thing. He's about what he's about. He's on his purpose. He's making shit happen. And then he meets this girl and everything is cool and all of that. But then he ends up making this girl his girlfriend. And then now, because she is his girlfriend, she starts putting demands on him and all this other stuff. She starts nitpicking and nagging and saying, oh, do this, do that. And then he ends up, following her or doing a lot of things that she wants him to do. And then he turns into that beta male. And see, what happens is you have a lot of guys who are with women in these monogamous relationships. And this is the funny part. See, a lot of times part of what makes you attractive to women, right, is the woman thinking or feeling like, or even seeing the fact that you have other women with you or other women that you're dealing with, right? So when you're dating a chick, she's not necessarily sure that she's the only one. So, and a lot of times, if you're an alpha male type of dude, a very attractive type of guy, a guy who has a lot of confidence, a lot of game, whatever, she assumes that you got other girls that you're fucking with. And this is part of the appeal, which makes you that attractive guy, right? Then what happens is, if you get into that long-term monogamous relationship, right, it's basically saying you're only with her. So part of what made you attractive, which was the thought that you may have been with other women, goes away. You see what I'm saying? So already there's part of you, part of that energy, part of that vibe that you had is gone as soon as you decide to be in that long-term relationship with this woman. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with being in a long-term relationship with a chick. But what I want to tell you guys is this, is that you have to make sure that when you get into these relationships, you do not get in a situation where the chick you're with is basically controlling you, is telling you to do everything, and you're just doing it. Like, you don't have your own mind anymore. You're just there to try to keep to keep her happy. You know that whole stupid saying, happy wife, happy life? Bullshit. You see what I'm saying? It's that sort of conditioning that gets guys thinking or acting in a certain way that's going to make them, give off this beta male energy when they're in a relationship. Like, the whole cliche of, like, let's say you have a husband and a wife, and then they get into an argument, and then the husband goes and sleeps on the couch. You know that bullshit? You see what I'm saying? Like, he has been turned into this docile beta male type of guy. You understand? Some of you guys may even see this. Think about some of your friends or even your family members, your male friends or family members who are married, and watch closely to how they act around their girlfriends or wives. Just watch, go to a barbecue with them and see how they act. A lot of these dudes, they're in these long-term relationships and they turn into pussies. You understand what I'm saying? They're at the beck and call of their girl. They're trying to do everything and anything to not get their girl upset or annoyed, so they don't have to hear her mouth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they turned into these dudes who, before, they was like, look, I'm out here, I'm doing my thing, I'm making shit happen, I'm moving and shaking, I'm doing what I got to do. They go from that type of guy to the type of guy who basically has to check in with his girl for whatever. Like, actually, I remember I had a fucking an event that I was throwing, and I was trying to get, I was like promoting and getting some people there. So I hit up one of my boys, and I said to him, I was like, yo, I want, come through to the event. This motherfucker told me that he has to talk it over with his girl if he can come to my event. I was like, nigga, what? You got to talk it over with your girl to come to my event? You understand? You can't just tell your girl, hey, listen, Lucario's throwing this event on so-and-so, I'm going to be there. So just, I'm just letting you know. So if you need to get in contact with me, cool. But this nigga say he got to check in. Like he basically got to ask his girl permission to see if he can come to my event. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just like, God damn. But this is what happens when certain guys get into long-term relationships with women. They lose their balls. They become their girl's bitch. And see, I don't want that to happen to any of you guys. So the thing is, when you're in a relationship, right, there are going to be times where, you'll compromise, you'll, talk things out and do certain things to keep the flow of the situation going. But the thing is, you still have to be your own man. You still have to be that dude. You understand? You can't be creating a relationship where your girl is running the show, because what's going to happen is that eventually she's going to cheat on you. You understand? If you keep acting that way, because she's going to lose attraction for you. She's not going to see you as that guy that she saw before, who was that, charismatic, interesting alpha male. Right. And I mean, if you were already on some beta male shit, it is what it is, because you were being controlled from the jump anyway. But what happens is that a lot of guys who are the alpha males, they get into these relationships, then they end up being controlled by their chick, or they let the chick control them, and they turn into this beta male type of dude, and then it's a fucking wrap. So if you guys get into these relationships, understand your value, understand that the girl should be following your lead, following your program, and you manage that situation to be the way you want it to be, right? Don't be running up behind your chick and doing everything she's saying and be on some happy wife, happy life nonsense. You understand? Be a man in your relationship, right? Don't ever forget who the fuck you are. Just because you are with this woman, right? Don't let that change who the fuck you are. You understand? So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that. So guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.